Good evening, Irreverent Warriors leadership team. I'm Ellen Crane, and along with Jennifer Budd, Tiffany Ray, and Valerie Savin as National Hike Support Leaders, we serve as mentor and sounding boards for you, your local hike support teams, and your HSCs regarding all things hike support, answering questions and concerns, going over new rules and procedures, and any potential issues that might come up. We are civilians, and we are dedicated to the IW mission. And between us, we probably have over 20 years of IW hike support experience running local hike support and mentoring and supporting your local HSCs. This year, with IW's growth and expansion into community development, I've taken over hike support on the comm dev side, while still performing a few back-end support tasks for IW. Jen, Tiff, and Val are working with the HikeX local HSCs. There are quite a few experienced HSCs around the IW communities doing hikes, etc., but each year we add new HSCs along with new hikes and new local communities, and we so appreciate all of them. But if you are looking for an HSC for a hike or event for your community or to help with your events, while you are looking for your potential new HSC and also volunteers for your hike or event, we have a few suggestions. We suggest a civilian versus a veteran or active duty HSC. Civilians typically work better as HSCs only because veterans active duty should be hiking with the element. We do have some very successful military veteran HSCs. Our only caveat is that if there is a chance that your active duty or veteran HSC wants to hike some or all of your hike, you will need a co-coordinator to be with the hike support all day. The other option is your military or veteran HSC should attend other hikes to get their IW vibe on. Some HSCs come from spouses, significant others, family, friends, and interested veteran supportive community. They should be organized, flexible, outgoing, and friendly. They should have the ability to support some before the hike, to communicate and engage with your hike or event support team prior to the hike or event, and spend the hike or event day leading your volunteers. Places to look for your potential HSC volunteers: VFWs, American Legions, and VSO auxiliaries, Blue Star Mother groups, corporate volunteer groups. If you have any other questions, or if your potential or current HSC would like to talk to someone about questions or concerns before taking the HSC role, don't hesitate to reach out to any of us for this or any other HSC questions. Thank you, and I'll pass the torch now.
Hi everyone, it's Val Savin. Although I am the newest member of the National Hike Support Team, I'm not new to Irreverent Warriors. I had my first experience as a volunteer in the Boston Hike in 2017, and I've been active with the New England Hikes ever since. My job tonight is to give a brief overview of the Hike Support Coordinator role. Now, this does involve taking about 60 minutes of content and squishing it into about 60 seconds. So apologies, much of this is scripted, but I need to give you a lot of information in a really short period of time. And I wanted to make sure we got all that for you. When I'm done with the overview, I will leave you with one pro tip and one resource which will help you leverage your HSC support to the fullest. So here we go. In general, your HSC's key responsibilities span logistics, safety, and of course, hospitality. Prior to your hike, your HSC will organize and coordinate the creation of a hike support team, and they will also communicate all relevant information to the team, keeping them engaged and preparing them for their volunteer commitment. They will also scout the hike route with you from a hike support perspective, looking for any potential support vehicle issues, as well as watching for the best access points from which to distribute supplies to your hikers. On the day of the hike, they will conduct the registration process, including day of hike waivers, check-in, wristbands, and merchandise. They will direct the support activities at each of the stops, being sure all areas are kept clean and hikers unable to continue hiking are given a place in a support vehicle. Your HSC can also be called upon to do things such as assisting with fundraising, help with the supply list and the collection of items, draw up the support team shirt order, prepare merchandise shirts for pickup, and help administer any day of hike raffles or other promotions you might have going on. As promised, the pro tip for tonight: I know some of you are sitting there thinking that there are one or more areas that you'd like to keep closed, and that's okay. We get it. But just remember that the more you can delegate to your HSC, the easier your hike day is going to be. And for those areas that you really want to handle, just please be sure to keep your HSC in the loop with all the details. That's going to help them to feel confident on hike day. It's also going to help them troubleshoot if something doesn't go quite as planned. The resource I have for you is one you may already know about. It is the Hike Support Coordinator Handbook. All the information I went over tonight, plus a whole lot more, is in that handbook. You can find that in the Google Drive in the number 6 folder. So please take a look through that and let us know if you have any questions. I do look forward to meeting more of you and working with you, and of course working with your hike support coordinators. So I appreciate your time tonight. I'm going to hand you off. So bye for now. I'll talk to you soon.
Good evening and greetings from New Jersey. My name is Jen Budd, and I've been working with IW now for 6 years. In the past 2 years, I've been working with the National Hike Support Team. My discussion for this evening is about QR codes that need to be displayed, as well as consumption of substances pertaining to the hike. So first, the QR codes are located in the HSC drive, and the 3 of them that must be displayed on hike day are the liability waiver, photography, and then the third is the service animal. They are located in the drive under folder 6 in the Lake Hike Support, and then under folder 2 under the hike registration part. Liability waiver needs to be filled out by all hikers as well as volunteers that are there for the day. And then the photography waiver needs to be filled out by the designated photographer or photographers. And then anyone who brings their service animal, please have them fill out the animal service waiver as well. The 4th thing that it does need to be displayed is Veterans Guardian. It's information for veterans in case they need any assistance, and it's also located in the Hike Support Drive as well. The second topic of conversation that I have for you tonight is about substances and pertaining only to hike support, and that includes hike support coordinator as well as all the hike supporters at this point. That we are to refrain from using any substances during the hike itself. Afterwards, that's fine. If you're going to go out the night before at the pre-party, that's fine too. But during the hike, strictly prohibited on our part. And that is due to safety reasons. We are the eyes and ears that day, and we need to be alert and prompt. And if we are driving vehicles under the substances, it's not a good thing. Hike support coordinators, please communicate this in your communications that you send out as you lead up to the hike as well, because it's really important to follow this. Just want to say that we thank you for all that you do and who have participated in hike support throughout the years and continue to come back every year and do this, because you are integral in this. And if anything is needed, please contact us. Tiffany, Valerie, myself, or Ellen, you can reach us. We all have IW emails. If you need that information, please get that from your local coordinator. We also have the phone numbers listed too as well. So, okay, have a good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks again for listening to all the information we wanted to share. We have a couple more topics for you, one of which is minors at the hikes. We understand that there are times or situations where something can arise, and we've got our little ones that we potentially haven't gotten our childcare set up for. I mean, we love our little ones. We want to make sure that they're there to hang out with us and spend time with us, but Irreverent Warriors is not that time. In the event you do have a minor that shows up at your hike, you need to ensure that you can remind everybody ever so kindly that this is not the venue for that. If minors do want to participate, it is an opportunity for them to come to any of the stops as long as they have childcare or somebody that can watch them during those portions of it. But we do not want to have any minors in the vehicles for any hike support coordinators, LCs, any of that kind of stuff is not what the HSCs are for at our hikes. In the event you do have somebody, again, please reach out to your LC, let your hike support coordinator know, and this is a great time to remember to put that into your emails that you're sending out to your hikers on a regular basis. We can say, unfortunately, that we've had a couple that have snuck under the wire. Totally understand that stuff happens. But the hike support coordinators or anybody that is volunteering or operating a vehicle for Irreverent Warriors should not have a minor in their vehicle. There are too many potential hazards that can arise from that, and we just want to ensure that our focus is 100% on the hikers, supporting the hike, ensuring that everything that the hikers need is taken care of. And unfortunately, with underage participant, it makes it very difficult for us to do our job successfully. Like the ladies have said, we're here to support you. We're here to ensure that you guys have a successful hike. We can focus on what you guys need during that time. We will be continuing to send out emails on a quarterly, monthly, and 6-week before hike. We'll also be reaching out via text, phone, email. So if you receive anything from Ellen, Jen, Val, or myself via email, messenger, text, any of the above, please just respond with something. Yes, we're good. No, we're not. Life is great. The world is falling. That way we can respond. We know how to support and which one of us can reach out to you guys and assist in any way, shape, or form. So we appreciate you guys. We thank you for listening to our little TED Talk tonight and look forward to seeing you guys at the hikes that are coming up. Have a good one, you guys.